Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Hope is a waking dream. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. Happiness depends upon ourselves. A friend to all is a friend to none. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is slow ripening fruit. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than those who produce them. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. Those who know do, those that understand teach. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. Learning is not child's play. We cannot learn without pain. For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them. It is not always the same thing to be a good man and a good citizen. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsion, habit, reason, passion, and desire. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. He who cannot be a God follower cannot be a God leader. Without friends, no one would want to live, even if he had all other goods. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in the consciousness that we deserve them. Wise men speak when they have something to say. Fools speak because they have to say something. Where your talents and the needs of the world cross, there lies your vocation. Learning is an ornament in prosperity, a refuge in adversity, and a provision in old age. All persons ought to endeavor to follow what is right and not what is established. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. The only stable state is the one in which all men are equal before the law. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. Comedy aims at representing men as worse, tragedy as better than in actual life. Courage is the fairest of human qualities because it is a quality which guarantees others. Anyone who has no need of anybody but himself is either a beast or a god. All earthquakes and disasters are warnings. There is too much corruption in the world. Poetry is finer and more philosophical than history, for poetry expresses the universal, and history only the particular. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. We must be neither cowardly nor rash, but courageous. The weak are always anxious for justice and equality, the strong pay no heed to either. The best friend is the man who, in wishing me well, wishes it for my sake. If you would understand anything, observe its beginning and its development. Happiness is a quality of the soul, not a function of one's material circumstances. Distance does not break up the friendship, absolutely, but only the activity of it. It is impossible or not easy to alter by argument what has long been absorbed by habit.